Hello, namaste. How are you all today? Actually, today's practice I am going to do some simple Arabic design, and because so many people ask me to do Arabic design, and they are requesting that yes, they are learning intricate Indian design, but at the same time they wants to learn Arabic design. Arabic designs, actually speaking, are a little bit challenging compared to intricate designs, and need more training with Mehndi and how to control cones and how to draw lines and shapes. Then actually you can attempt Arabic designs very easily. So I would say once you practice your basics first, if you are good enough and you have a good practice with lines, then go to Arabic designs, like because Arabic designs have so many other variations. Also it is a fusion with intricate design, then Gulf style. Gulf are a bold design, the thick bold designs, Khaliji type of designs. So try to practice your confident line and strokes first, then you can attempt Arabic design very easily. Though I am trying to create very simple basic Arabic design that could be useful to you in any kind of henna party, sangeet party, the stripe we create. And okay, I will start with the practice. So first of all, I always draw one base, and that base is either a flower or swirl, either of these. Whenever I start the simple basic Arabic design, my base is either flower or swirl, most of the time, like 90% of the time. Now flower is either on full circle or semicircle. The only trick is, if your base is bigger, your flower turn up bigger in size, right? So if you think the palm is a little bit bigger in size, like bulky hand, then just change the size of the base design, the base circle. And if somebody needs like a broad band, broad stripe, then also change the base. Now there are two places you can start with, either near the corner of the wrist. Very common scenario I am describing here. So one is the corner of the wrist or the center of the wrist. Very seldom we start from here, because mostly whenever we are doing party mehendi, we are in auto mode. So mostly we are just following this path, like this diagonal path. If you are starting your design from here, then sometimes you get confused that either you want to take it here or here, and when the norm is always going to this index finger, then you have to add something in the design that go like this or like in straight direction. So sometimes people often get confused with the layout when they start from this part. So if you are doing very simple Arabic design, always, if you are beginners, because we are doing this practice for beginners, so on that perception I am giving all these advices, start from wrist or from the center. Today we will start from wrist because that's the most common area, and we will start with semicircle. The basic rules will remain same, like use line variations, and in Arabic design you will use thicker line more. Now inside this circle you can either use strokes, like simple strokes, or use checks. Though checks is not part of traditional Arabic designs, but you can combine checks design to any type of designs. So either go traditional checks or just leave it just like that. So in a practice we are actually drawing the quick Arabic stripe that we can use in a Sangeet party or any festival Mehndi. Then what we are going to do, we are going to draw the simple flower, simple petal flower in this design. This petal is so simple. It's just go like this, then one curve and come down. The only thing is your petal is broad from outer side and narrow from inside, and many people actually struggle get equal size of petal. So for that you can draw reference lines like this if you want, but with practice actually you will learn how to get perfect petals. Now in these petals either you can give strokes here or near the bottom, anyway you feel comfortable with. I usually do top part as a strokes. Why? Because it's easy, and whenever I am actually drawing party henna, I am in a full speed auto mode. I am not even using my brain what I am drawing, because there are few layouts and few elements that I constantly use for all this party mehndi, like this flower. Then how to create strokes, just drag line from this line, the line we have drawn, just drag henna from that line and then thicken it little bit, so it will create very neat and clean finish for that line, because we have dragged all the strokes from that line, so that line is little bit messy. So many times for a speed what I do, like I have line, so I just scribble like this. It's faster, right? So if the direction is right, I just scribble like this. It is very faster. Then again clean it up. Instead of drawing these stroke lines, I find scribbling is easier and faster. Yeah, when you scribble, sometimes your cone get messy and then you have to keep it cleaning all the time. And when my hand is in reverse direction, sometimes it's difficult to get it. Okay, so now our base design is ready. Now we cannot leave this portion like this. We need something to adorn the bottom part of the flower too. So, and always we try to do design at the bottom part first, then on the top part. Why? Because we have enough space to rest our hand here. So as usual, start with my swirl as a base, then I want to go little bit big petal. I'm not drawing, actually it's a teardrop shape, but it's not a teardrops, the usual teardrops we draw in our intricate design, it's not that. So I will draw a couple of them. Then if you want, you can decorate them with some vines, dot vines. Now because we are doing Arabic design, I usually go with strokes as a filler element, and to fill the empty space, use this. Okay, if you want to stop, you can stop here, but I usually go and add few little embellishments because then it looks very beautiful, and few dots. It's very simple thing, but it looks like a complete design. Okay, now from here again we have base design. Then I usually draw my paisley. Now paisley, we have done tutorial how to draw paisleys, though I have not used them in my practice video because paisley is little bit advanced right now from whatever the practice videos we are doing. But if you want to learn, if you don't know how to draw paisleys, you can follow my tutorials, how to draw paisley tutorials. Okay, same here, because this part I feel it's little bit incomplete, so I will add few strokes like this. Then you can add few dots. These dots and strokes you can use like as many times as you want to use them in these designs, Arabic designs, because those are like embellishments for all this Arabic design. Now this portion, if you have enough time, you can fill it with an intricate design, but if you are speeding with your design, go with strokes, because right now we are practicing for like a party mehendi, and party mehendis are always you have to speed up because there are so many people waiting in a queue, so you have to be faster, but at the same time your work should not compromise. So here, as you can see, I am using strokes most of the time. To get perfect stroke, you have to practice hard. I am telling you, it's not easy, because if you don't know how to do strokes perfectly, then your work looks very messy. Okay, again some decoration elements, as we call it. These are very basic elements you can use in Arabic designs. The only thing, you have to change the placement and how you use them, and you can create all the new designs all the time by doing that. Okay, if you want, you can give little bit frills here. And as always, I'm finding this space little bit empty, so I'm just giving it little bit decoration of small tiny teardrops in strokes. Okay, Now after coming this point, many people get confused like how to extend the design, now like how to go forward. Okay, sorry, I find this space little bit empty and it's disturbing me, so I'm adding few dots here. Okay, so as I was saying, after coming this point, many people find now how to take this design forward, though it's a very common layout. But from this point you can take your design to like a various level. If you draw border here, then you can make it more intricate, more elaborated design. You can start one base design here and go forward from here like this. That is also like very elaborated design. You can add little bit design here and complete this element here and draw another element like this. Okay, or if you want to go like very simple way, like a party design, only one finger, if we have promised our customer that okay, we will follow very simple design going in one finger, because we don't want any kind of fighting within customers, within guests, that oh, you did all fingers for her, you did only one finger for me, not fair, I want all the fingers, blah 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 kind of scenario. So you can take this design in this way. For that I will show you, for that only, because many times people get confused how to take that design in one finger. So give cover line, then draw one base design. As you have seen, as a base design I am always taking this swirl. I'm always dependent on this swirl. Then again some decorative elements. Now from here, if you want, you can draw same flower like this, or you can draw one paisley. As you can see, while drawing this design, I'm explaining so many various ways you can take this design to the another level, and I'm discussing all the options, all the variations with you. I will take flower here. That's what usually I do. I draw flowers. Again, if you want, you can draw checks here. You can draw stippling also, like these dots. Stippling, these strokes, all these are like a shading techniques. Different varied shading techniques. They are actually used in portrait drawings and landscaping, like sketching. When we do pencil sketching, we do. So these techniques are actually taken from sketching. This shading and this stippling, and then one more shading technique is just scribble, like whatever way you want to scribble, just crowd the place. There is no defined lines or anything, just scribble. This is also one kind of shading technique. Then there is a shading technique only line. If you want to make this line little bit strong, like deeper shading, then we use one more layer. We call it etching in whenever we do sketch. Then one more layer, then it's more darker. So all these are like a shading technique. Anyways, let's not go into that. Come back to this design. Okay, one more time we will draw this same flower. Now usually I draw this flower with strokes on a top part, but I want to share one more technique with you, that is shading on a bottom part. And many times people actually messed up the bottom part, but there is one trick for that. First draw shading. Yeah, it's a reverse technique, but first draw shading Like we are so used to draw petal first then do shading, but this will give you very neat and clean shading. Then draw petal. This is the little technique I am sharing with you. Now petal shape is up to your choice, what kind of height and length and breadth you want. Usually when I take a base design, because it's a main flower, I will go with a bigger petals. When I am doing the secondary flower, is a second layer, then I will go with little bit smaller petals. So now you can see like how easy it is when we did our strokes first, then we did our petals. If you want, you can add tiny dots here. Okay, now what? How to progress this design? Again we are stuck. What you can do, you can either draw like small border here like this, or you can replicate this entire thing here. Either way it will look beautiful, or you can draw paisley. But if I will draw paisley here, now I would rather go paisley facing this way, because this paisley already facing this way, so I would like to go paisley facing another way. I always play around with my design like that. Okay, let me go with little border here. With these simple elements, you can see how many variations are possible. I hope discussing all the elements and variations I am not confusing you people, but I want you to experiment with all those variations. Then from this basic design you can create so many other designs. Now here you can fill any filler elements of your own choice. I would go a little bit simple with this swirl, because I have seen still many people are struggling with this swirl, so let's practice that some more. This is Arabic design we are doing right now, and because I am doing Arabic design in practice, because there are so many people actually requested for this. Okay, now I find this space little not too complete. I always have this problem. I know. So what you can do, either you can draw one dotted line here, like jewelry beads going on like this, or you can draw like a wine's petal like this, and one of like this. So you can add many layers to the simple design. I would go rather simple and create one leaf cluster. These leaf clusters are little bit advanced, so be careful when you try. Okay. Okay. Now how to finish this finger? I would go a little bit simple. I will take my base again, and if you want you can draw tiny paisley or just give simple strokes. This cluster, so let's end it with our cluster. So that way you will practice this cluster a little bit more. Try to make it beautiful and juicy. So this is like very simple Arabic design we did, and I did only one line. That is challenge for you to complete it with all the fingers. I'm not doing it here, but I leave it up to you what variations you come up with. And all the variations I have discussed today in this particular Arabic style of design, I want you to try and practice them more. And if you want to share your work, you can message me on my FB page, All Art Passion. And I hope you would like my this Arabic practice today, and you will come up with more beautiful creative work with this basic design. And we will see you again in another practice, in another video. Till keep practicing everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. Love you everyone. Bye. Take care. See you.